Yeah, they're really good, a lot of skill, and it seems like they love it there.
I know it hasn't been that long, but do you feel a mountain rivalry coming yet, or is it too early still?
We played them twice, or 3 times, so maybe. Cool. I think a playoff series is kind of when you build rivalries. So, but yeah, we pretty much played that whole team in Arizona, so we've been playing those guys for a long time.
Nate, what's there like? I know you guys had one opening night on the road, but the home opener. What's the big difference between the opening game on the road and the opening game at your home barn?
I don't know. Not a whole lot, I don't think. I mean, obviously we've played well on home ice over the past few years, so hopefully we can keep that going.
Is there anything different that you guys do to prep for a home opener, a bigger game like this, as opposed to home games coming down the road during the season?
No, not really. Same meetings, same warm-ups, same, a lot of things are the same. I don't know. There's only so much you can really do, and then hopefully the things you do pay off and we get a win. But yeah, it's pretty much the same routine.
Nate, sorry if you were asked this, but what did you like from night one? What did you see from your team that you liked?
Yeah, I thought defensively we were pretty solid. Guys are working hard. Wasn't the easiest game to play. It was a little snowy out there, and obviously they're a good defensive, hard team. So, it's a good win. Obviously, I think we started 0-4 or something last year, so it's nice to win first game.
Thanks, Nate.
Playing your first game on the road and getting a home opener here, was there a big difference? Is it more circumstance, or is it better because it's your pomp and circumstance?
I don't think it's too much different, to be honest. I like the fact that we started on the road this year. Just get on the road. Maybe, if anything, you just have a little bit less to deal with logistically and things on the side when you're at home. But I think as a starting game, I thought it was great. And then now coming home to our fans in our building, really excited. So that should be good.
I feel like we talked to...
For you, when you get your name gets announced and you get to skate on for the first time in the regular season, is that, you thought about that? I mean, I know there's other moments you've gone through the last couple of years, but this moment, have you thought about that one at all, or is it just par for the course?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's like necessarily something that I've circled on my calendar. We're just excited to get out there in front of our fans, to be honest. It's not about that one moment. It's about getting out there and competing in front of the fans. I think, and feeling the energy from them on a nightly basis. I think that's what really excites me. So, obviously playoff games here. We had 3 of them, but, now we're getting into the rhythm of things where get to come home and play here for a bunch of games this year. So it's exciting, and I miss this place.
We've talked a lot about nerves over the last couple, milestone returns. Are there any nerves getting back here for a home opener?
Not really, to be honest. I think I was probably more nervous for the first day of camp, if anything. But it's nerves aren't necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of energy you need to channel, and when it comes to getting out there on the ice and playing hockey, I think I'm pretty familiar with that and know how to do that. So really excited, if anything. I think we all feel the same way. It's been a long off season, and as a team, it feels like it's been kind of a long camp as well. So excited to get into the fun of things, and especially here at home in front of our great fans. So we're fired up.
Okay, didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
How is this summer different for you than previous summers that you've had?
Different from the last 3 in terms of kind of had a weight off my shoulders a little bit, knowing that I can play hockey again, especially at this level. So that was a bit of relief in a way. But, we're still managing things off the ice and making sure I do things that I know my knee can handle. And I think this summer was a little bit different, more skating, more kind of quote-unquote normal skating, competitive skating in a practice environment. So it's a really good off-season. And, just every summer that goes by, busier and busier off the ice with kids and families. So, but that's all good stuff. So, been a good off season, ready to get back at it.
You mentioned it's a relief to have some of that in the rearview mirror. How much of a relief is it to scratch another thing off? First home opener back after the injury.
Yeah, I think so. I think if I've learned anything, it's just the art of trying to be present in every day and every moment, whatever that presents, and. So I think that's the main thing for me. I'm here right now enjoying this, and I'm going to go home and enjoy picking up my son from school and get my nap in, get my meal in, and then come tonight, soak that all in and compete, which is what I love to do, and especially with this team and this group of guys that we have in here, it's the best thing you can possibly do for a living. So excited about the opportunity to do it in front of our fans again and get the season rocking on home ice.
How are you feeling physically this morning? Just training camp, get that first game in, just how are you feeling?
Good. Feel good. Yeah. It's good. I think the sleep schedule is something you got to get used to again. I've had a pretty regular sleep schedule the last few years, and late nights, early mornings, I think that's what you got to get used to. But other than that, I feel really good.
Since you last played a regular season game, there's a new team in the NHL in Utah. I guess what do you know about them, and what do you think?
I know just about all the players on their lineup, and obviously we keep hearing great things about them as an organization and how they've established themselves across the Rocky Mountains there. So, it's exciting to have them, and it seems like they have an ownership that really is involved and excited, and they built them a brand new practice rink, and I think they've been really well embraced by that community by the sounds of it. So excited to compete tonight.
I know you haven't played in that building yet, but what have you heard from the guys about it?
Yeah, no, I've heard good things. I've heard really good things. So excited to go there this year. I think we go there in a couple of weeks already, so excited about it.
Thanks, Gabe.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime we get to play here, we get 41 games here that we enjoy, and I got to get off to a good start at home, and we relish playing here and enjoy making it harder on other teams coming into this building. So we got to get off to a good start here.
That excitement that you guys started with, even on media day, talking about it, that's just kind of gained momentum. And how's that feeling getting into the season? Is it just keeps growing?
Yeah, we feel like we're in a good spot, and obviously had a good start in LA, and there's things that we need to work on and things that we're excited for and things that, with the group that we have coming back that we picked up really fast, that usually takes, 5 or 6 games to get going. So we feel like we're in a really good spot to have a really good start right now, so that's what we're excited about.
Very heavy on special teams in the last game against LA. What did you guys kind of see that you're working on in today's game?
I don't think anything really. We haven't really had time to digest that game and really work through it. I think it's more so about just getting our feet wet, getting into the groove and the flow of the season, and power play, penalty kill are part of that too. It's sometimes you get off to a slow start and then you find a groove and you go hot, and there's all those ebbs and flows in special teams as there is in 5-on-5 and gameplay as well. So our power play is a key for us, and our penalty kill as well. So things that we'll touch on and work on as we go through.
Just with that first game under your belt, how did you feel it went? It seemed like maybe a little sleepy start, but then kind of business as usual for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I don't think I'd say sleepy start. I think we were fine in the first period. We didn't give them anything. It's not like we were lackadaisical in what we did. We might have been playing a bit safer, just feeling out the game. But sleepy, I don't think so. I think our defending details were really, really good to start the game, and then we found our flow second and third period that kind of took over the game for us.
What's the biggest difference in terms of stability with the group that you're starting this year compared to last season?
Well, yeah, the structure pieces of, being in game with 5 bullets is much quicker. I feel like we're dealing with issues and problems we see much quicker just because everybody's on the same page and knows what's expected of them. So, we feel like we're in a good spot to attack these games and put pressure on teams that are kind of in that lull of the start of the season that we've been in the last few years of trying to figure things out a little bit.
Learn from a guy who's been in the league for 22 years.
Every day you learn something new from him. It's impressive. Longevity, just staying at a high level for that long is incredible. We're really lucky to have him.
Up close, when you see him up close, what is one thing that maybe impressed you about him that maybe you didn't?
I love loved his game for years. I think his routine, how he stays in routine constantly for 22 years, but obviously, creative enough to adapt and change with the times and the new things that are going on and new ways of recovery and staying active and all that. He's so in tune with his body and what makes him good, and that's something that we try to do here as well.
Did you feel even a marginal difference having the ice time just better distributed and having a guy like Brent Burns on the back end to help take some of the load off?
I think down the stretch, yeah, it will. I don't think yet. I think we're all still getting our legs going, and obviously you feel fresh at the beginning of the year, and then once the games start, you kind of go, whoa, it's a little bit of a different feel than playing preseason games. But as we go along, I think we got such a good depth group back there that it's going to take pressure off a lot of us.
Good feeling out in LA just at the beginning of the game. How often, how long into a season does that go on? Is it maybe the first time we play some regular guys? We're just kind of feeling out their games.
I think it's probably about a 8 to 10 game stretch. Even pre-scouting teams, you don't have video on that roster, and those guys in certain spots, penalty kill, power play, 5-on-5, how they're going to set their lines up, and teams are still trying to figure that out through the first 5 to 10 games probably. So it's a little slow on that side of things, just feeling it out and seeing what teams are doing, what they've changed. If they have a coaching change too. There's a lot that factors into it. So, but at the end of the day, it's what we do in here, and we put pressure on teams with what we do, and we feel like we got such a good group here to do that.
With that said, what do you